NFS Development Limited is a consultancy firm based in Abuja, but we work all over the country. So what we do is to support organizations to strengthen capacity of staff and also strengthen systems so that organizations can deliver on their organizational mandates. So we're here in Lagos working with teachers and education managers in some schools on behalf of the Ministry of Defense. We are very excited about the fact that the Ministry of Defense has decided to train their education officers. So we have in our midst some head teachers, some vice principals, we have subject teachers, but most of the participants that we have here are actually leaders in their own right. So what we've done is to support them to strengthen their leadership skills and also to introduce the STEAM, the new approach to integrating science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics skills so that they would use those approaches to train the students. We're interested in having students who have skills. And yesterday the discussion centered around how to solve problems. So how do we support the students to solve problems? So basically we're looking at how the students can begin to solve problems and then how the teachers can support them as well.
The importance of us being here for this training is that we find out that there is need for everybody to be trained. And the federal government actually made provision that every year workers should be trained. I will call it mandatory training. Maybe, but because of maybe sometimes lack of funds, it's not done regularly. But as it comes like this, we find the minister, the PAMSEC, find it necessary that everybody will be trained, and that's why these few are selected among the many of them here. And it's just for them to acquire more knowledge, more skills, and to show for them to know the importance of the work they're doing. And you can see from what is happening, they're enjoying the program.
The Teachers Registration Council of Nigeria is an agency of the Ministry of Education. We're basically saddled with the responsibility of regulating the teaching profession. We register and we license teachers. We also carry on accreditation, we monitor, we carry on supervision of educational programs in colleges and institutions. So my role here is to monitor the training and see exactly what they are doing. I'm sure at the end of the training sessions, I'm sure the teachers will be going back different people because there's a lot of knowledge being transferred in this training. They will have cause to change their mindsets on certain things and certain procedures of teaching.
My role today was more about soft skills and developing leadership skills in the teachers. Basically just trying to remind them that they're an important part of any child's growth. Because sometimes, because the way the teachers are now, they don't feel that they get paid enough, they lose their commitment and their passion. So all I was trying to do today to tell them that they're such an important part in the kind of young people, young adults that this country has, and they will also be responsible for the good and the bad that we get in this country because they influence the children into being little children into great role models for Nigeria.
Today I came to teach, I came to facilitate a session on the 21st century school leader. It's very critical because at this point in Nigeria and even across the world, we have to accept that we have to embrace change. Things have changed significantly and we have to be more focused on giving our children the skills that will ensure their success in the lives that they are going to lead. So I hope that in my own little way, I was able to let them know that we can't do things the same old way. We have to have a paradigm shift and start to think differently about how we educate our children.
Here representing the Permanent Secretary, the Minister of Defense, coordinating this program for our education officers in the Southwest Zone. I want to inform you that the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry attaches a lot of importance to training and retraining of his officers. And the benefit of training can never be overemphasized because that is the only way capacities can be built. That is the only way our staff can be motivated. That is the only way our staff can feel a sense of belonging. And that, above all, that is the only way the education officers will feel that they are part of the system, that they are not being neglected. As you can hear, I've listened to all their complaints, and all these complaints will be put into black and white when we are doing our report and be sent to the management. And I can assure you that more and more of these will come their way.
I was so delighted to have attended this seminar, because we have been aspiring to experience such. Now, you know, the permanent secretary really initiated an idea on STEM, and through the little we have heard, sincerely I enjoyed it. You know, most of us outside here, teachers outside there, on the average, if you ask them what is STEM, they will be carried away. They may not know what it is all about. But the essence is that this seminar has helped to expose most of us. STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And when you incorporate all these things, you can use it to create, to initiate an idea. And that is the essence of education.
I've gained a lot. I really gained a lot. Like some aspects where we thought we are handling children, enforcing them, so you must follow this so that you become, like, for example, lawyer or medical doctor. And with this seminar, I got to know that world global are changing. That very, very soon, robots will take over, which they have started. And robots, I got to know that robots is programmed now to do operations in most of the hospitals, and is coming to Nigeria. Even in Nigeria, they've started in some areas.
So far on the program, I've learned quite a lot in terms of new ideas that has been given. Take, for instance, using projects to engage students, to make them think, not just to copy notes, but to see the practical usefulness of what they are doing or what they have been taught. Now, that is a new idea that we should look beyond just giving notes, talking, but students should also be able to think, and what can they do with what they have been taught in the classroom. I also have seen the importance of collaboration, that is between fellow colleagues teaching a particular topic together. You look at your own weak area or your strong points, then bring in a colleague that can complement that area where you think you are not strong. This will help to make sure that the teaching is effective, is meaningful, and the students will actually make good use of it.
And we just finished wrapping a training for education officers from the Ministry of Defense, and it was really, really good. We were focusing on talking about leadership qualities, digital literacy, and innovative practices in education, particularly STEM education. And what I really loved the most was the fact that we were talking about practices that the teachers, well, education officers could take back to their schools, to their students, and to fellow teachers that would help to make sure that we start matching up with global standards. The rest of the world has moved on to infusing innovation, infusing critical thinking, collaboration, infusing problem solving. We need to do more of that here in Nigeria. We need to start talking about how we are going to solve our own problems here. So there was more of an emphasis on that. And I want us to continue this discussion. We're going to be leveraging on using technology, using WhatsApp to continue this discussion so that the teachers, education officers can continue to do this in their own schools. We want them to become ambassadors to changing our school climates all across Nigeria. Change starts with us, and that's something that we continue to share and continue to drive all across Nigeria.